This video looks at using images in InDesign. Okay, so now we have our master page items in each page. What we want to do is we want to customize each individual page with its individual content. So to start off with, we want to put a different image for each of these pages. So I'm going to do that in two different ways. The first way I'm going to do it is by dragging images directly from Photoshop. So if I go to Photoshop, we have an image already open. So I'm going to go to the Move tool again, the black arrow. I'm going to go to the image, click, hold down and drag. Okay. So when I go over to InDesign, you can see that this image is in place. Okay, so if I place the black arrow in the middle of the image, you will see that the icon changes from an arrow to a hand. Okay, this means that I can position the image within the frame. Okay, drag that back. On the other hand, if I use the black arrow and I don't select that circle in the middle, then it'll move the image and the frame together. Okay, so if I want to make the frame bigger, then I can select either a middle point or a corner point. If I want the image to scale along with the frame, then if I hold Command and Shift, select the corner and drag, then the image will scale with the box. Okay, so the next way I'm going to import an image is by placing it rather than dragging it into the document. So the way I do that is that if I double click on page 2, for instance, I'm going to go to the rectangular frame tool. I'm going to make a box. This time I'm going to go File, Place. Okay, so here I can navigate to a location where I have images already saved, ready for use, and I can go File, Place, Open. Okay, so here we go. I can go to the black arrow and I can move that down to the corner. I can make the box so that it's a more appropriate size. And then if I want to hold Command and Shift to make that a bit bigger, then I can do that. Okay, so I'll do that again for page 3. I'll make a box. I'm going to go File, Place. This time we're going to go for Donkey 3. Back arrow again, just to move that so it's in a better position. Make the frame an appropriate size, hold Command and Shift, and then we can adjust that to suit. Okay, so now we have our images in the document. It's worth pointing out that InDesign handles these images in different ways. Certainly between dragging images in and placing them. At the moment we are using the Essentials option. Okay, so if we look at the Essentials tab, an option, next to Pages we've got Links. If I click Links, it's possible to see that we've got Donkey 2 and Donkey 3. So what this means is that Donkey 2 and Donkey 3, the last two images that we've used, they are referenced, a bit like smart objects in Photoshop. They're not actually embedded in the document. When you press print, what happens is that the program looks for the original files, collects the digital information and sends it to print. In the case of Donkey 1, the first image we placed, and the logo, because we dragged them in, they're actually embedded in the document. Now, each of these methods has advantages and disadvantages. The advantages of dragging the images in is that it's all one document and it's all embedded. The advantage of referencing them by placing the images is that your InDesign file will be relatively small. If you've got lots and lots of pages and you've got lots of images, it can make a document cumbersome and slow it down to actually embed the files. So as a rule, using place as an option and referencing or linking the files is the preferred way of creating documents.